Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
That's going to be a long day. Check it back or check it back.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, here's Breida. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Garoppolo gets this into the hands of Taylor. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Let them know, let them know.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I know you felt that one.
On 2nd down, Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Are you off? And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Solomon Thomas. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. Well, they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third and short yardage. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes Pettis on the return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 6 catches, 70 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Garoppolo now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Garoppolo now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab.
That's where you belong.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So that one will be accepted. Here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
7 yards there and a first down.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down now, Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Prescott off play action. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Mike 54. No chance.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Prescott to throw it. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Last closely. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A third down gain of 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. On second down, it's Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Third and long for Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott, Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Three buzz.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This is Breida, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a give to Breida. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Williams. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Looking to throw. Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Now it's Olawale. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
You got 4. You got 4.
They'll run it with Olawale. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Check.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run the draw with their hybrid. It's Olawale. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They run with Olawale, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Garoppolo, and this is going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo going underneath. It's Coleman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Garoppolo again. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Garoppolo to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they will take a knee here. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.